And that's why we should invade Canada.
Yep.
Hey, what's up? Welcome back to the podcast. We have no name.
We
Yeah, we
lost it.
don't.
Welcome to the No Name Cast.
Welcome
That's
to,
I'm
to the
here
void.
I'm here with my fellow compatriots.
Yeah, Josh?
Yeah.
Who are those
I'm also here
compatriots?
with my fellow compatriots. We got Cooper, Josh, Altrive, and me. And we're just
Yes.
going to be talking for an hour. That's what we do here, you know?
Yeah.
That's what a podcast is.
Yeah. So anyways, it's been a minute since we recorded our last one. Our last episode was actually in Australia. If you haven't watched it on YouTube, we did an IRL podcast.
You probably
We've
have.
actually been. Yeah, they've probably seen it. But I mean, if you haven't, go watch it. We've actually been talking about doing webcams, and I don't know if people would be interested in seeing that. But I think that's the current plan. This episode does not have webcam because we don't have anything set up for that. We don't have a name, and everything is falling apart.
We just decided.
We've realized
want a name.
after consulting a legal counsel that our name choice of Goop was a horrendous decision. So we are back to the drawing board. There was an entire night of just pure, unadulterated name brainstorming where Carson literally made himself cry. Can you
It
explain
was
that?
very passionate. Yeah, I mean, I was just sitting there in bed, very hungry, in a complete state. Like I didn't know where I was, but I knew I had to come up with a name. So I just started spamming the chat that we had with names, and they were just all over the board, and they were terrible. They were just the worst names. I came up with words like "ooh ah go goo goo" and just stuff like that, you know?
Yeah.
An instant
You know,
classic.
like you do. What?
An instant classic.
It was definitely conducive to creativity, though. I will give you that, because the chat got a
Yeah,
lot
I
more
know.
like interesting after you started spamming that.
Always, dude. That's what I'm here for. You know that?
For spamming Umlautschlag.
Kieftenbeld.
So we came up with a few names that way, surprisingly, that we're having checked out right now, but it's going to be a little bit more of a process than originally assumed, because once you get into actual business talks, like, you have to pay attention to more things than just if it sounds cool. So it'll be a minute before we have actual branding, but
Which is a shame.
hopefully it will be a short minute.
For now, there's only one name you can call us.
Podcast.
And that is... No. Josh, you are an idiot. You are such a dumb ass. You know why?
Why?
You came up with our name.
Oh yeah, it's an instant classic. Something that will go down through the ages as the best name of any brand ever created. The one and only, the Fart Club.
Yes.
Minus
Join the Steam
And
group.
then the main members are named the Flatulence Elite.
I didn't know that.
I came up with it the other night, and I
Oh,
was
that's
like,
good. I mean, I'm
yes,
glad you did.
I'm royalty. Up here on my throne of gas.
And I think the best part about this name is how much our core base despises it with every fiber of their being.
Oh.
So we're just going to double down.
Oh, definitely. No, see, here's the thing. So we launched the Fart Club brand on Twitter, and people were like, "Is this real?" And then I had to tweet, "The Fart Club thing is serious." And then they were like, "Shit, no. I see the stands like censoring fart when they say Fart Club, like when they're talking about us, and they're like, "Can we please still refer to them as Goop, please?" I can't in my right mind say Fart Club to my family when I'm watching them, and it is so good.
My mom will take it away from me.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, what if my mom stops letting me watch the Goop?
She's like, no
the
farts
Fart
in
Club.
my house. No farts in my house.
No farts here.
No
We are a
gas here.
fart-free
We are
household.
we are a flatulence free family. and I want to keep it that way.
We are free of the burden of gas.
You
Okay,
love to see it.
I mean, everyone went quiet after I said that.
Yeah.
Anyways, I mean, I feel like we've had a branding issue for a long time.
We've had a
and
history.
We've had a history.
It's hard to
That's
come
why
up
we've
with
got
names.
Alltrive and Josh here.
Yeah,
Actually.
that's me.
That's
Alltrive and
me.
Josh.
I remember it, so you don't have to.
Oh, I get it.
It's very difficult to come up with branding, though. I agree, Cooper. I don't know. I don't know why it's so hard for us. Just nothing clicks. You know.
I think it's because like we can't take it seriously. Like the first thing that comes up every time we're thinking of names is like, why don't we just name it fucking YouTubes or something? Like it's just like shit that we think is funny, but just doesn't help ever.
We have in our names chat. We have tube dudes, talk guys, gunk,
Gunk.
Boulder Dash, awesome
Board
club,
game.
Awesome club.
Awesome club.
game men.
Vibe off.
I'm a big fan of game men. You know.
I know you're a
Game
big fan of
Spacemen.
Game Men.
Well,
Clip it.
wait. I think Game Men is so funny, just
All right.
because it's what.
Oh, I was just saying all right.
Oh, okay.
I'm agreeing.
Oh, speaking of the podcast in Australia, this is so much harder when we're not like when we can't see each other.
Where
Yeah.
we can't
Like-
just grasp each other.
Yeah. I
It's a lot
can't
more
punch
Well,
Josh
someone
Josh
from
and
across the
Alltrive
table.
weren't there.
Put our hands right on their chin and rub it slightly.
It's way easier to just chat and stuff when you're looking directly into people's faces. And that's
Oh,
like
yeah.
a big reason of why we want to do a face cam podcast, but that takes planning and branding, so we're working on it.
Yeah. I think we'd like next week's episode to be webcam based on for the visuals on YouTube. Audio only listeners, it won't matter for you. You guys are fine.
Yeah.
It's just gonna flow better when we can see each other. So I think it will benefit you at the end of the day, though.
Most definitely.
Yeah. But yeah, in the past we've had lots of different brand names. You want to go through them all? I'll try and Josh.
All of our
them.
The
brand
classics?
names.
What was
Yeah.
there was your podcast, the
So we had-
Solitary Confinement podcast, but we weren't a part of that. And then there
That
was,
was a classic.
The
there
cursed
was
name.
the,
And
there
then
was
we
Unzipped.
we decided one day we wanted to make it. Wasn't it like a channel where we just throw random stuff on it? It
Yeah,
was
we
like
made-
you wanted to
yeah.
make a video about why Kingdom Hearts sucks, but you're just so into it. And then
Yeah,
and then
no.
eventually
No,
we were
I
like,
still stand by that.
and eventually you were like, but what if instead we make our own like 12-ounce mouse?
Okay, dial it back. What's 12-ounce mouse for people? Because I don't think they're gonna know what 12-ounce
All
mouse
right.
is.
So
For
for
the
people who
unenlightened.
For people who don't know what 12-ounce mouse is, I want you to go to your little YouTube page. I want you to type 12 OZ mouse, and I want you to watch the first clip that comes up by fucking Adult Swim UK. Basically, the people, one of the people who made that, what is it called? It's like super. Who made 12-ounce mouse? Anyways, it doesn't really matter that much, but it was like a big Adult Swim show, and he decided he wanted to make another show, so they gave him like all of the printer paper and $6 to go make a TV show. And what happens is the greatest piece of animation that's ever been made.
Truly, we were not ready for this in our time.
It is 20 episodes of a fever dream.
We made it through like 3.
We got like,
There's
are you
6.
joking? We made it to like 7. Are you joking? 3?
Aqua Team Hunger Force. He made
They
Aqua
did-
Team
he did
Hunger
he did that
Force.
show. He's like
Yeah,
armored. He's like there's a beverage and fries and
And
ball.
meatball.
podcast consumers, if you are like very confused right now, I've heard the 12-ounce mouse spiel about 20 times, and I still have a very cursory understanding of like the entire concept. So I'm right in the same boat with you. Okay.
We've watched the show too.
It is literally one of the greatest things I had ever watched, and really, once you get the first episode, like 3 minutes pass, and it feels like a year's gone by.
It's so I want to call it trash, but I can't do
It's
that.
anti-art.
It's entertaining. It does its
It's
job.
very entertaining. There's very funny jokes in there, and then suddenly there's nothing. And you sit there with drool coming out of your mouth, just unable to grasp what you're watching. And it's fantastic.
Another
It is
plane of
violent.
understanding.
So we wanted to make something like that, but our own brain spill, right? And we were like, oh shit, what do we make the name? And I think we literally came up with Unzipped because it was like, oh, we're unzipping content. It's like an unzip of everything. But then also because the bio could just be, hey, look, your fly's down. And then
Oh yeah, no, that is fine.
that was the big factor. There was some sort of meaning to it, but then it was like, wait, the bio could be, hey, look, your fly's down, and then we can laugh.
The original branding was supposed to be unzipped pants.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, and
Oh my gosh.
I want to elaborate on a parallel branding issue that
Okay.
that became the collective branding issue once all of us became closer friends. Me and Joko had a podcast at the same time as solitary confinement called the Ass Podcast, of course, if you know me. But
Big ass
it was,
guy right here.
just the vulgarity of it being the actual brand is why I thought it was funny. But it was also supposed to be an acronym for a super shitty podcast. And obviously that was going nowhere. So we switched it to the Goopcast, like before, like during Unzipped, when it was just me and Joko still. And that was because of the off the goop meme shit going around there. Or I think that was the reason we did it for this channel, but
Yeah.
I don't remember what. I think it was the same thing, just a different meme. But yeah, so we had the Goopcast and then decided to dissolve that one and make a better one.
Yeah. And while that was going on, we decided Unzipped wasn't a very good name. We did like 4 podcast episodes on this channel, actually, on the Goopcast channel that we're using on YouTube. We had 4 episodes of Unzipped. You can still watch them. There's a playlist for it, but they're all unlisted. But
The first
we did
episode's
those.
a treat. You should watch it.
So we did those, and then we were like, we took like a long break because we were just really bad.
Well, it wasn't that it was bad. It was that there was no personality behind it. It was devoid of character.
Oh no! I'm saying we were bad in the sense that we were just lazy. We could
That's
have
true.
made podcast episodes very easily, but we didn't because we're failures. Just like
Sure.
now with our failed brand. But we started trying new names, and we had an entire document filled with just the worst garbage. Can you get that? By the way,
of
Ultra?
course. My favorite
Okay.
list of names. Let me.
Pretty sure
I read
I would
this-
axe every single name from
Oh,
that
No,
oh,
no. There are
definitely.
some zingers, and then there are some
There's not.
zingers. Hold on, let me. I gotta.
mean, most of them are not. It's like the brainstorming we've been doing with Goop, but if it was somehow dumber.
All right, so this. Do you want me to read them all?
No, just read
No.
the winger, the real zingers.
Real
Yeah,
my
the
favorites.
heavy
All right,
zingers.
So the first thing that's important was that this document's called PCAST planning. So we're already off to an excellent start. All right. The ones that we decided were the best options out of this list were the forecast, bathroom break,
Mm-hmm.
A Guide to the Internet, Yikes
that ain't
Club, The Treehouse, and Upgamer.
Jesus Christ.
The Treehouse,
Upgamer.
of course, comes from the saga in here where it goes No Friends Podcast, Boys Only Club, Mailcast, Boys and No Girls, The Treehouse Club, No Cooties Yucky, Single, and then The Treehouse.
I'm pretty sure Boys Only Club was a podcast when you made that list, by the way.
Really?
Yeah.
A shame.
We also have Poo Poo Pee Pee Time. That was a classic one.
It's fucking garbage.
Apparently a fan favorite was Pen 16 -1 Club. A couple people really like that one.
-1. That's what a stupid layer to that meme.
I remember I came up with that one. We have one that's just Ninja meet and greet line, and then Jordan Marin meet and greet line, and then Peter Griffin meet and greet line. But Peter Griffin has 3 T's. And then it's just the line.
I don't remember any of this.
There's the Unga Gang, and then we have a yeah. That's what you sound like.
Dude, you can like feel the brainwaves listening to these names. It's like palpable.
We have guys being dudes, dude being guys, and then Hot Dick Society.
Oh, that's a winner.
Hot
That's a real
Dick
winner.
Society.
And then there's one that just says the Gamer Pass.
Contemporary idea, the Boomer
We have
Pass.
we have We the Gamers, but it's in the We the People font from the Constitution. One of my favorites is the MLG parody reviews. That one's a great one.
Oh man,
I mean,
we have Pyramid Scheme.
well, I mean, I think that's still in the running.
There's the Cool
Yeah, it always goes up.
Cucumbers, Cool Cucumbers, colon, epic style, colon. I don't know what that means. There's can't tell you how many times I've peed in this jacuzzi.
What the fuck?
There's a more perfect union.
That was fun.
Oh yeah. That was probably a
Another
Josh
great one was the right parentheses wing podcast.
That was not mine.
And then there was just Libtard Destruction podcast. I hate liberals. I will slay them all.
That was not mine.
We were so all over the place.
And then it ended with going back online. Back online. Those are the last two. And I don't remember. I remember most of these. I don't remember those. I feel like Carson just like came back to this doc like a month later and just wrote going back online. Back online. But that's
So
a
clearly-
summary.
Yeah, so clearly we're very intellectual when it comes to coming up with our brand names.
I forgot about the Mega Society, and then it has a link to the Wikipedia article of the Mega Society. That's the name.
The Mega Society, by the way, is a group of individuals with the top 100 people IQ wise, which is that was mine. That was mine.
I've gotten to the what we were doing for recently. This is like a couple of weeks ago when we were trying to come up with names for Goop that aren't Goop. I'm there in the in the Twitter DM, so I can read some of those if you guys would like.
I've
Those are
not
phenomenal.
heard any of these.
You haven't?
No.
Well, you're in for a treat. So
There's literally thousands, dude. What are you gonna pick?
No.
The good ones.
There's not thousands.
I guess you're right.
I mean, there's sections, Cooper. There's sections because
Yeah,
I would
you're
get
right.
stuck on one thing.
There were
because
themes.
okay, so like
Like chapters
I
in the
couldn't
book.
come up with anything, and then Mason said ass knuckle, and I was like, ugh, and it triggered something in my head, and I started just saying names. Brunkel, Brecky, Jormol, Hintelsnap, Geronimo, Frico Navel, Loposford, Brendan Buckle, and then that went on for a while, and it ended up on Yerf for a second, and then eventually after Prunklo, Fimbleton, Talo Hollow, Infozemer, and then Lunch, and then everyone thought Lunch was super funny. And then
Can we
I
just hear the
started
story
getting
you
more-
went through in your head while like sending ideas that made you cry?
I'll tell you when I get to the pants.
Okay, fair enough. Pants.
So after all the nonsense, I said, bump my trunk into next week. This salad is stale. What is this? The tomfoolery gallery? And then Cooper, in response to that, said, I'm going to force feed you a melatonin. The only thing you'll get me to take is money. What the fuck is oatmeal? Honey, where are my pants? And that was the beginning of that. I just can't stop thinking about cars, in parentheses, the car show. Call me professor, in parentheses, the great story of a professor who goes about his daily business, but people won't stop calling him by his first name. Honey, I seriously need my pants. The great story of a woman taking care of a mentally ill man who can't see his own pants. Real talk, in parentheses, the real talk show. And then right under that, good morning, America. CNN, Fox News. Kids, we've got to talk. I'm sorry about my recent absence. I've been seeing a woman besides your mother. I feel terrible about it, and it's truly the most regretful action of my entire life. And everyone ignored that. Everyone breezed on past that. And then I said, do you know who I am? I am the man who is going to. And it stopped right there. Ted this entire time was set on a name, Chuckle Sandwich, which everyone is passionately against, but he is passionately for, because he is an idiot. And then I said, they call me Toilet Jones. I got that name because my head is almost entirely made up of porcelain, and sometimes people mistake me for a piss shitter. Life is hell. And then right under that, immediately after, I'm trapped, in parentheses, the musical. I wish I could go fishing right now. And then this is the one I cried at. Honey, I just want my pants. That's all I've ever wanted. I'm so tired. Please. And I cried. Because I was so in character writing that, and I was so hungry at the time that I just got so into it. And I just started crying.
He just wants his pants.
He just wants his pants, man. Where are the pants? Why can't you see them?
He fucking came into my room after messaging me that, like, husked out, saying, where are his pants? And laid on my floor. With tears in his eyes. Real shit. Oh.
I'm gonna skip past those.
Oh no.
Assman was one.
That's just right back
Time
to
for school, Jim. The story of a kid that really hates his name. Poopy poop, stink, go bathroom, lunch in the bathroom, scared of social interaction.
The lunch in the bathroom, scared of social interact. Holy shit. That one in the fucking cheated on his wife shit is just like aggressively close to home for certain people. Can't even imagine having that name.
And then Ted came up with the name Social Cues, and then he said Social Cues is funny, and I said I don't get it. And he said, I think at least, okay, we're all having a conversation. Social cues are a part of a large group conversation. And I said, I don't get it, though. He said, is this a bit? And I said, I don't get social cues, Ted. And he said, I can tell, LOL. And I said, I don't understand the name. Ted suggested Alt F4, and I said, it's just going to close their browser. How are people going to type that in? Then I said, "Dumb man Ted." In parentheses, "These nuts, I got him." Ted this entire time was just throwing names out that, I mean, like, this whole thing was a great creative exercise. I'm very proud of it. But none of these would work. He said, "Welcome to the family. It's a pleasure. No pressure. Blow my mind. Love yourself. Haha, yeah. Features. Less exciting features. Crashing through the glass. Velvet curtains of my lips. Who the hell do you think that you are? Sun in the summertime. Every family is a butterfly. Pretty from far, pretty gross up close. Back pain, fast lane. Chapel in Vegas. Last name. Storks take babies from their homes. Kitchen stories, knife throw."
Knife throw.
It's like weird slam poetry.
It honestly is. It's like dum slam poetry.
Fuck you, fuck shit podcast. Jackie Robinson's Golden Boys is one that I threw out, and now Schlatt and I are using that for other things because it's a very good name.
Jackie Robinson's Golden Boys. You just said historical figure Golden Boys. Like, you could just be like Theodore Roosevelt's Golden Boys, and it's a whole other name.
Do you not play ball, Cooper?
I don't play balls.
Do you not throw around the old
pigskin?
White the
white pigskin.
What is baseball made of?
Pigskin. Pig.
And then I got into religion and gaming.
Ethics and games journalism, the podcast.
Oh no.
God's podcast.
Just the worst, most controversial names possible just because it's funny. Of the idea of making a name that is just so self-destructive right off the bat. Like, nothing's even formed yet, and you've already screwed yourself.
God's podcast.
It was like half actually trying. It was a whole night of half actually trying to figure out a name, and then half just, like, trying to make ourselves laugh with absurdity of shit that just would never work in any concept.
Yeah. Ted said, "Can you hand me a tissue? My nose is running." And I said, "I'm handing my friend a tissue because his nose is running." So you can really tell where our mental state was at.
Not
I
there.
came up with like a sitcom idea. I said, "Brothers-in-law, the story of a brother and his sister's husband that suddenly had to take up work as lawyers."
Hilarity ensues, laugh track.
Hilarity ensues, laugh track, exactly. And then there's a there's a saga here. John's day out, : what will John do? And then Josh said, John's day out, going to Trader Joe's. War crimes, why not do them?
That's fucked.
Mark Robinson, who the fuck?
I think they understand our mental space. So
The Rock and other washed up actors.
So
The Rock is like the most successful actor
yeah.
in the world. Anyways,
Stay
so that
in
was
high
a long
faiths
drawn out
that
section.
we really are trying to get a new name, but
Yeah,
it's
we
also us.
are.
So
Yeah, it's difficult. So we landed on Fart Club, and that's what we're going with.
Yep, that's the brand.
Well, yeah, it's the best one.
So yeah, that's where we're at right now. We've had a whole long period. It went from solitary confinement, and then we had the Ass Podcast, and then we threw Ass Podcast and / Goopcast together with Unzipped to make Goopcast, and now we're here. And
Without anything.
At Fart Club.
yeah,
without anything
It's
alone on
literally
the
Fart
streets.
Club. What do you mean?
we've landed on Fart Club because
We've landed
that's
on
the
Fart
only
Club.
good answer.
It's
But yeah.
marketable.
It is. It's so marketable.
People
You're
love
right.
it. I've only seen positive reception.
Can we get a bidet
Speaking of
sponsorship?
positive reception, I want to tell the Burbank story, Cooper and Josh.
Yes.
I'd love to tell the Burbank
Thank
story.
God. I've been dying. I've been absolutely chiefing to tell this story. It's
All right,
so
go for
funny. So, as you know, Carson has been invited to Fine Brothers headquarters to
If
do
you
some
didn't know,
videos, obviously.
watch me on YouTubers React. I'm awesome. I sit there. They ask me, so what's the deal with the YouTube algorithm? And I say, it's fucking weird, man. And then they're like, that's awesome. And then they put it
in. So I'm the chauffeur because neither of them have their license yet. And
editor, cut that out.
no, and,
I'm kidding.
So we yoink Josh, head over to the headquarters, and record all this stuff, do whatever. And then after getting some food and starting to head back, we have this playlist called the Car Playlist that Carson made at like 4 a.m. one night, where it's just like a mixture of phenomenal songs that are just like certified classics, and then songs that are like shit that you wouldn't expect to come up in a playlist. And so we went straight from like a Brockhampton song or some shit. We went straight from like a Brockhampton song or some shit to Mariah Carey's Christmas song.
All I Want for Christmas Is You by Mariah Carey.
Yeah, and so we're like driving out of LA and somewhere in Burbank. And then we're at a stoplight and there's like a fuckload of people there in their cars, obviously, Los Angeles. And I'm like, what month was it? It was
a couple months ago.
August.
Okay, so it's August, but it's time to spread the Christmas cheer, I thought, as I rolled down my windows and turned Mariah Carey's Christmas song all the way up. And because I saw a bunch of other people in like waiting for the stoplight to turn green. With their windows rolled down. So I was like, I'm about to share this Christmas cheer with everyone on this fucking freeway overbridge. And I rolled down the windows, and the most foul stench I have ever let into my nostrils has fucking invaded my entire automobile. The entirety. Fucking floor to ceiling smells
and
like...
It was so rank.
It wasn't instant, and we all...
It creeped up on you, dude. It's like, it creeps up on you and then stabs you in the chest. It was terrible.
So you have All I Want for Christmas Is You by Mariah Carey blasting, and you just get greeted by this terrible, foul stench created by some homeless person in the middle of LA, dude.
No, it wasn't even that. It was like if every single human in that entire godforsaken death land like went to this, like pilgrims to the same exact spot and shat on the floor. That's what it would smell like. And it literally felt like, if you've seen those videos of like the Russian slap contest where there's just like that giant dude with all the facial hair that just fucking knocks people out with one slap. That's what the smell felt like. It fucking consumed the entire car, and we're like singing along to this song, and then all get hit at the same time with the fucking foul stench, and then like start laughing really hard. And I roll the windows up like as soon as I fucking can, and it still doesn't go away. And we're just all laughing at this turn of events so hard, and to the point where like I was coughing because I was laughing so hard, and coughing because my lungs were filled with toxic substance. And it was just, and this was all in the span of like 45 seconds, by the way. So it like it was so much sensory overload that my body almost shut down, dude. I was trying so hard to keep composure while behind the wheel of a 2-ton fucking death machine. Ugh.
Yeah, so that's
it. That's the whole story. It was 45 seconds.
Story. It's short, but it stuck with us. It really stuck with us.
To this day, the stench still hasn't left.
I honestly don't remember what it smelled like. All I know is it was the worst.
It was like sour.
I feel like my brain melted.
Yeah.
Please do not describe it as sour. That is violent.
It was.
It was a little sour dash.
It was
That's
pungent. It was like inhaling knives. It was terrible.
I don't need to wake up today and hear it smelling as a sour taste.
It wasn't a good smell. It smelled like Christmas. It smelled like Christmas cheer.
It smelled like Mariah Carey's Christmas.
Yeah, no. Yeah, Fine Brothers has been fun though.
Yeah.
I've been going on with Josh a lot. And they end up cutting like
Everything.
a lot
All
of
it.
So we are Josh and I are so funny. I have to preface this. I think
We're the
we are very
funniest
funny.
people in the world.
It's true.
Dude, okay, it's true. When we are put into that position, I think we work really well together on camera because like Josh and I will just do stuff together, like either like occasionally we'll do a stream together, just us, or we'll do YouTubers React. And otherwise, we don't really get put into that position very often, where it's just you and me. But when we're in that position, we work very well off of each other.
Yeah.
And they keep cutting us.
Like if you watch one of the last ones they uploaded with us in it, I like say it's like who's on the $20 bill. It's like Andrew Jackson, and then every other thing that we are in, it's just us sitting in silence, staring at a screen for 5 seconds.
Yeah.
They do get some funny moments with us in it. There was one that went up yesterday, which is not yesterday for everyone listening. But it was we had to guess how many followers a weird item would have. So like they put like an IKEA chair
And a dog.
and a dog on the desk, and we had to be like, this has less followers than me, or this has more. And we were very bad at it. But there was a moment where I guess something had less followers than me and it had more, and and they cut back to me, and my entire body is just on the desk, and Josh is just looking at me with contempt.
I watched
it was
that.
really funny.
I watched that whole recording from behind the camera, and it was really fucking fun. Like, after actually watching it, I don't know why they cut so much, because like the filmer and the person reading the questions like laugh at the shit you do, like all of it. So
yeah,
I feel like
I think part of it is they have to get everyone in there as much as they can. I think it's perfectly reasonable, and they're not doing a Carson Josh show. They're doing
definitely
a YouTuber show. So like I get it, but I wish I could get a hold of all of that footage because it's so funny. I don't know. It's something like if we were to do it just ourselves, I think it would be entertaining for people.
They 100% cut out the sign outs you guys did on that recording, right? It's
Yeah,
like later, bitch nuggets or whatever the fuck.
Yeah,
you said.
that's what Kirsten said.
Yeah.
And then and it was like, oh, if you win this competition, you get to plug your YouTube channel. And we plugged the official Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson YouTube channel. And they didn't
Which,
put
if
that
you
in.
don't know what that is,
Look it up.
We have a joint channel that's just the same video of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. But we cut different parts of it to make a different joke.
New narrative
for the video. A new narrative, exactly. It's got like 70,000 subscribers or something ridiculous for like a bit that we did one off, and it's well, not even one off. We go back to it like every 3 months. But we're very proud of it. Josh, we gotta get on that, man.
we do. The Rock has returned. And he needs to put up a video.
The Rock has returned. One of our last ones was just like an epic, like 20-second trailer that led up to it saying The Rock will be making more movies.
Yeah.
And everyone was like,
We premiere every single video that goes up on that channel.
and it's usually so short.
Yeah,
and it just
like
goes
they
up,
sit there.
and
They
they're
sit there for probably like I don't know, 5 minutes, and then they wait, and then the video goes up, and it's like 2 seconds of The Rock saying like the.
We should do that. We should do that.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, no, that would be good. Our creative endeavors are so weird.
We just kind of go on tangents.
Yeah, and we usually don't go through with them.
No.
But the Rock one we did, and it was literally like me and Josh were playing Rocket League, and we were like, we should do this thing and actually do it. And then we did, and for some reason now it has 70K. Maybe we should do that more often.
We should.
I don't know.
Just have panic attacks of ideas.
It really is just like, for me anyways, I get an idea, and I just like get on a roll. I don't know. I get into like a state, right? That I was in a state when I was doing those name ideas, but like
Yeah.
I get into a state like that for just whatever I'm thinking about at the time. Sometimes it's like tweet ideas, sometimes it's um ideas for my channel or whatever. But yeah, my idea like process is so strange. Dash Ultrive has experienced it a lot of times.
Oh yeah, I
At this
definitely
point, we all have.
definitely have sat down and twiddled my thumbs and listened to his brain pour.
What's one of the dumbest things I've ever come up with?
Oh God. There's a lot.
Yeah, I know.
The 12-ounce mouse idea was pretty dumb. three
I had like
three fucking pretty much high school, one college person fucking making an entire animation of just dumb
that
shit.
could have been such good quality. That could have been,
could have been what put us on the
It's
map.
not too late, Carson.
We could make a high production animation channel.
We could make a return.
Not high production. Definitely not high production.
High
You want MS
production.
Paint shit.
It's called Shut Up Cartoons.
We're gonna premiere with Oichi High School Battle,
And we're going to have a show called Teleporting Fat Guy.
based off of the hit video Teleporting
Fat
Fat
Guy.
Guy.
Dude, I want to do some stuff with Smosh. I think that'd be crazy.
You're like, hey, what's up, Smosh?
Hey, Smosh, man.
When is
Mr.
when is,
Smosh, I want to do an animation. Fund it.
when is season 6 of Smosh Babies?
That's
6?
That's the question on everyone's mind.
I didn't even know that existed. There's 6 of
What,
them.
you didn't know
Smosh
Smosh Babies? You didn't know Smosh Babies existed? The best
No.
like saga on this earth? They're like Smosh but babies.
Just actually, no, don't explain it to me. I'll just keep that in the
I just
recesses.
explained it to you.
Well, I could have guessed that.
Okay.
I want to know what happens to Pubertina. Come on, guys.
I don't want any intel on it. I just want it in the back of my brain that Smosh Babies exist and has 5 seasons.
52 episodes, Cooper. I need more.
All right,
More seasons than Rick and Morty.
I'm terrified.
I think Smosh as a company is very interesting. But they also are Smosh, so it's like
Yeah.
it's a double-edged sword. I respect them a lot, but they're Smosh.
Dude, Siri tried to kill me.
What? Did she?
What do you mean what? What do you mean
That's a
what?
Smosh video.
That's a Smosh
know.
video.
I think Smosh Pit is actually really good. I like watching Smosh Pit. They'll have like Gus Johnson on there, and it's very entertaining.
I don't know what that is.
I watched the one with Steven Septic on it. That one was really funny.
I haven't watched Smosh since I was 13.
The last time I watched Smosh was the Who Posted That, and I really like those.
Oh, no, I did
posted
see
that?
their
Is
game
that-
show.
Is that the one?
Yeah, Who Posted That?
And then they had Chris Pratt on.
Yeah, I watched the
They
Chris
did?
Pratt one, dude. Yeah, he was
Yeah.
like, hey, I'm Chris Pratt. Remember me from Parks and Rec and that
And then-
one Marvel movie? I was in
And
a
then-
Marvel movie. He said that.
Yeah. Yeah,
I-
and then the girls are like, "I love Chris Pratt." And then
Stan
she gets
Chris
surprised
Pratt.
'cause Chris Pratt's there.
I just remember the one with Matt Pat, because of course I would. I just remember they had Mattress Pattress, and he's like, I don't remember tweeting that. And
Don't
they're like,
just
"Whoa."
drop Mattress Pattress and expect everyone to fucking glaze over that.
What are you not?
It's his
are you
name.
not a fan of
It's his
Matthew
name.
Patthew?
It's his
Mattress
legal name.
Pattress?
Yeah.
I've never heard that. Oh, that's good.
This
That's
is
high
Patrick
quality.
Patrick.
That's entertainment.
A little bit of
Mattress
non
Pattress.
sequitur here, but I wanted to talk about this in this episode so that we could title this episode "Okay Boomer."
Oh, genius.
Okay, boomer. Why is that suddenly everywhere?
You're a bigot. I had no choice to be born a boomer. That's the
What?
defense.
What do you mean what?
All right, that's it. That's the end of this
It's a
discussion.
slur. It's a slur. You just
I
just
think
said
it's-
a slur. You just said a slur on live television.
Guys, we
Okay,
gotta
boomer.
end the
Okay,
podcast
boomer.
and disassociate from calling me.
No,
Carson.
Yeah.
If you like have a normal life and aren't oppressed until just now online, then don't be saying people are bigots for saying boomer. Like,
You're old.
it's not
It
how
is
it works.
literally your generation name.
Yeah. Fucking I love, dude, I saw a comparison thing that was like someone complaining about people saying boomer and saying they're a bigot for it or whatever, and then just like 400 articles just like lambasting millennials. Like, millennials are the reason everything is dead on this earth. And then it's like, the slur boomer is making the rounds online right now. Here's what people have to say. It's like, shut up. Jesus Christ.
I think it's very interesting, just seeing it like gain relevance by them reporting on OK Boomer, because people will see the articles and then start using it because it makes those people mad.
Yeah. I forget
But
what...
I also think it's very weird that we were saying Boomer and OK Boomer like 5 months ago.
Yeah.
And people, there's like an article that attributes like it being used to me because someone said the first time that I heard it was from a Call Me Carson video. And it's very weird. It's like an actual article. Let me see if I can find it.
I saw a screenshot of it, yeah.
Yeah, no. It's
An actual
like they quote me as
article?
Call Me Carson Live too. Teens, yeah, NBC News. Teens use OK Boomer to fire back at older generation's criticisms. And
We're teens,
you
guys.
scrolled.
All right, where's this tweet? Okay, the tweet that sparked this whole debate is literally it's probably famous for being the most ratioed tweet ever to exist. So someone named Bob tweeted, "Boomer is the
Shout out,
N-word of
Shout out,
ageism.
Bob.
Being hip and flip does not make bigotry okay, nor is it what the fuck? Derisive epithet acceptable because it is new. 3,000 likes, 20,000 replies. That's unheard of. Like, no one has been that fucking destroyed on Twitter in a minute. So, like,
That's ridiculous.
That in of
Shout out to
itself
Bob.
is so funny. Yeah.
Shout out to Bob, dude.
Shout out to
Why
Bob
would he
doing
ever
the
say
Lord's work.
hip and flip?
And you know
Hip and flip.
that this
He
fucking
knows the
dude
lingo.
is unable to figure out how the internet works because like most people would go private after like 1,000 replies of OK Boomer, but he probably doesn't know how. So he's just got this tweet still up equating Boomer to the N-word. Like, bro. You gotta like, come on.
That's crazy. Yeah, here in the article, it just says other teens who spoke to NBC News said that they began using the phrase after hearing Twitch streamer Call Me Carson Live saying it. So that's very weird. I don't think I even ever said OK Boomer, and or like exactly like that. I might have. Am I wrong?
We said boomer a lot.
We say
a few
boomer
months
just
ago.
like in general. I think we said boomer a lot to refer to like the meme of like the dude on the tractor and the thing. Like it was
Yeah,
specifically
yeah, it was straight up like
specifically to
the
that.
Monster Energy drink on the
Yeah.
Yeah.
sit like the
Yeah.
on the
lawnmower.
tractor. Yeah, or the lawnmower with the fucking John Deere hat.
Waking
and all
up, waking up at like 3 a.m. to mow his lawn and playing Doom on his Windows 97 PC.
I'm trying to find the original tweet right now to see how many replies it has to date. You might have deleted it. Shit. Oh man.
Yeah, very weird.
I didn't know they directly attributed it to you.
Yeah, that's weird, right? Well, it's not
Maybe-
even directly. It's just them saying some teen. that
Yeah,
they don't even like quote the teen, and then they're like, "Yeah, so this guy said
we found this guy. He said something.
Some dude." I'm fine with it. I think it's great. There's also the picture of me as the dog. If
The
you
dog.
haven't seen that, I don't blame you. But there's a picture of this dog that's looking directly at a camera, and it looks goofy. And then someone somewhere photoshopped me onto that dog, so that's a Carson dog. I think that dog is named Walter, and then it became Call Me Walter or something. And now it's becoming a U2's, I think.
Of course.
So
Not surprised.
it's just another one of those. It's just another one of those things where it's like a long landslide that is good, but I don't know why I'm here.
Yeah.
It's like with the pictures of me and Joe Swanson. I don't know where that came from, but it's like what a lot of people know me for now. So it's very, very strange world that I live in, because shit like this just keeps happening.
We do truly live in a society.
What, Cooper?
I keep reading this article about the guy who tweeted the boomer is the same thing as the N-word thing. And they say, the tweet didn't terminate the okay boomer trend. It made him a trend. Oh, that's so funny.
That's pretty great.
Oh, fucking hot take. Hot take
Such a
material.
hot take.
Hot takes all around, dude.
Do we want to talk about the stands, the assault?
Mm.
No, it's not worth bringing it up because they already forgot.
But it's funny.
It is funny.
It's funny.
We could talk about my K-pop tweet.
Yeah.
My BTS tweet. Sorry, not K-pop. Sorry. People are gonna get mad at me for that. BTS isn't K-pop.
I went on
False
I
flag.
went on.
Oh my god, I don't care.
I went on a. I went on Fine Brothers and I saw. I clicked one of the videos for the YouTuber reacts, and it just started off with. It literally, like, the first clip is Carson going,
Oh,
BTS, I stan. And it's really funny. How far we've come.
so like the other day, I tweeted on my Twitter. I tweeted, "Big Time Rush was a better boy band than BTS ever will be," and that really scratched a soft spot for him. That has a lot of likes. I'll say that, but it's also like I've had in my mentions for the last few days just BTS people posting fan cams in response and being like, "You really need BTS to go viral." And stuff like that. And it's like, I only wanted to tweet this because I think it's funny saying Big Time Rush is a better boy band than BTS.
Yeah, there are no jokes when it comes to K-pop. No fun.
Yeah.
Only blind praise.
Only stan.
Yeah. Only blind praise.
Oh no. That whole thing, very weird situation.
At least furries can take a joke. Did you see what's this Jax Films tweet today?
No.
He was like fixing avatars and he got a furry avatar and he's like, well, first I'm going to make it pop a little more and then I'm going to put it in jail, send it to the moon, and nuke it. And all the replies were furries like, that's pretty funny. And he's like, I'm surprised you guys thought this was funny. That's cool. So
That's good.
That's how to be a healthy internet user, is be able to take a
yeah,
joke.
honestly.
It's how to be a healthy person.
Yeah, that too.
I'm always surprised that people like can't take a joke like that, because it's so harmless.
It's
so
so
obvious
obvious
so
a
many
joke.
ways.
It's so obviously like, this is not my actual thoughts on things. Like, it's so absurd.
Yeah.
I'm just making a joke, and they're like, they understand. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I guess the Big Time Rush one was just a little too
Real.
possible. A little too real.
No.
And by that,
I can't
it's
I can't
completely
help-
real.
I can't help that Big Time Rush is just the best music that's ever graced my
I'm
ears.
I'm just gonna say one band makes good music and the other one is BTS. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh Lord.
I mean, true.
Hey, true.
I'm not trying to upset anyone. I'm just telling the truth. It's just facts.
Just reading the history textbooks.
Yeah.
Kindle is way more dreamy than Jimin.
James? I mean, like, come on. No contest.
Carlos?
Carlos.
Do any BTS members have a helmet?
Yeah, no, none of them play hockey. I guarantee it. They're like everyone. They're always like, "Oh, you're local, dude." BTS is local. They're from Minnesota, dude. They're as local as they get.
You mean BTR?
BTR, sorry. They're real.
Yeah.
You know.
It's easy to get them mixed up. I understand.
Yeah, BTS stole BTR's valor.
They did. I mean, listen,
Valor.
it's straight up stolen valor, dude.
Stream boyfriend.
What is the deal with fan cams? I don't get it. They just so like is the point of them spamming the fan cam? So for anyone that doesn't know what a fan cam is, when K-pop / BTS people can't call them the same thing. BTS is not a K-pop group. I've been informed of this many times. Whenever they get mad about something or anything they respond to, they'll put their fan cam and then they'll just like collect views on that fan cam, and I think that's the entire point of it. And it's kind of like a signature on old forums from like the early 2000s. Yeah. I guess it's very weird. I don't understand like what the point is. Does anyone here know?
No, why would
it's like forcing people to stream the music or watch it or whatever. They think they're gonna like convert people. It's like the Crusades.
You can just not click it and the audio won't play.
I think it's just raw clout.
Oh, really?
I think people just post the fan cams, right? Because they can be like, yeah, well, how many views does your video of Jungkook have? Right? Like it's a competition.
Mine has 48,000 because I replied to a Trump tweet with a
you
fan
idiot.
cam.
My fan cam has 987,000 views. Your fan cam of Jungkook sucks compared to my fan cam of Jungkook.
Oh, Lord.
And then the Luna
Very
Sands.
weird culture.
The Luna Sands come from the heavens. They're on a different plane.
In that
Luna...
same vein, I've seen lots of fan cams of us pop up, by the way.
Yeah.
There's
you mean like
specifically...
the fan edits?
There's no, like fan cams, but they're also like funny edits. Like it's weird. It's like a mesh of the two things. And they're only used as offensive weapons. They're not like passive. There's one that someone made of, you know, the picture of Short Me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So they put Short Me on the stage of the X Factor. And so it pans from Simon Cowell over to Short Me. And then my arms Photoshop flip up backwards to the beat of fucking Death Grips. And that's just in the replies to like all of the shit that we had to deal with on Twitter the other day.
I don't understand.
There's like a fan cam of Ted just dancing. It's like 5 seconds long. I think it has like 20.
Oh, that's from the Jackbox.
Yeah, the
thing,
Jackbox
right?
stream from TwitchCon. But it's just so I just like how many views it has. It's just so aggressive. It just slowly rises.
I mean, like, okay, so here, let me put it this way. I really appreciate that people enjoy us and enjoy our content, but I will never understand stan culture. I'm just gonna put that flat out. I don't think I'll ever understand it. It's very strange to me.
Only
my
stands
brain
like
shut up.
stan culture.
Yeah.
Bees.
And X.
My brain goes. Uh-oh.
I don't know. It's pretty harmless. I just don't bother with it until like they're really offensive towards me. You know what I mean?
It's not harmless. You're just like, I don't get it.
It's just it's natural progression. It's like how in every like teen movie from the 70s they had the Backstreet Boys poster on the wall. It's the same shit, but instead of putting, well, they also do put posters on their wall, but like in addition to that, they've got the avatar on profile stuff of shit they like. It makes sense.
Yeah.
But it's also like it not to be fucking lame or anything, but it's like the natural progression of like aggressive marketing tactics towards children and how they just like become completely infatuated by like manufacturing them to look single and all this stuff and be attractive towards like prepubescent teens and shit.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, we've gone
Wait.
somewhere.
It's like
Explain that?
boy bands. It's like boy bands are specifically tailored by
Oh.
marketing campaigns to like marketing companies to be attractive to like highly impressionable people in like high school or whatever. Like it's specific targeting, and it just makes sense that stands exist because that's
Yeah.
exactly what the marketing company wanted to achieve.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think it's weirder. I think it's especially weird, because we are YouTubers.
Yeah,
Very
that I
like,
don't understand
We're
at all.
generally pretty small YouTubers.
Yeah.
But also we're very real people, and if someone was like that in real life with us, it
Scary.
would throw us off our game so hard.
Oh yeah.
Like, I don't know. Like, if someone shoved a phone with Ted Fancam in front of me and was like, stream Ted Nivison, I would not know how to respond.
I would lose my life. I'd lose where I am in the world.
Yeah. I think in respect to like YouTubers, it's a little less, it's definitely way more less intense because
Yeah.
like when it's at a meetup, it's like a very grounded event. And I feel like 90% of people are going to have the common sense to like, even if they are stands online, they're going to have the common sense to be normal people, you know?
Yeah.
And just like
Yeah,
say
that makes
hi,
sense.
get a picture and be like, that was cool.
I haven't had any bad fan interactions, so I mean, if I've met a stan, I wouldn't know.
Oh man. I remember one.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad.
What?
It was just like, oh man, this dude's gonna regret everything he just did when he's older.
Oh, I know exactly
Yeah,
which one you're talking
I don't even
about.
want to bring it up. It's not worth. But
Yeah, no, it's not.
It's not
but
bad.
I know what you're talking about.
it's just being a teenager, like
Yeah,
younger teenager.
pretty much.
I would have done the same shit.
Okay.
Actually, no, I was
Well-
way too scared. Because
Yeah, that's the thing.
in 2016, I met iDubbbz, Filthy Frank, and Max Mofa. Well, Max Mofa was walking away, but I met the other two, and I was fucking shaking, dude.
The thing. Well, yeah, a lot of them shake. I met a guy in my hometown, like yesterday, and like he seemed like a really normal guy, but he was shaking, and it's like I don't blame anyone for that.
Yeah, I know
very
firsthand
clearly
how it
they're-
is.
They're fans. Yeah. I just think it's very weird being on the other end of that.
Yeah.
Because because it's just like I'm me. I post pictures of me doing really stupid stuff on the internet, and people are fans of me for it. So like when people are shaking to come up to me, it's very surreal for me because I do not take myself seriously whatsoever, and they are taking me very seriously.
Yeah. I don't know. I
don't know.
That's just how it is with YouTubers. Like, because fucking when I met them, it was like they just do stupid shit, get drunk and hurt
Yeah,
themselves.
right.
But like, still, it's just like a big part of my entertainment, and to see them in real life is like really nutty. So
Yeah,
I
for
get
sure.
it, especially with a dash of social anxiety. It makes it a lot more intimidating.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah. Like someone like Ted would just go up and start a conversation. So
Ted's a social freak, though.
Social butterfly.
Ted will just explore
yeah,
other people's personalities and build upon relationships without a like second of even thinking about what he's doing.
no hesitation.
I personally am an introvert.
Yeah, same.
So when I have social interactions like that, like when I have a fan like notice me, I can usually tell from across the room, and then I have to like get ready for it.
Prepare
Yeah.
to run.
Like because I want to when I meet a fan, I want to be on my game. I don't want to be caught off guard and then they think I'm a weirdo, you know. So it's I mean I am a weirdo, but
Yeah, I was gonna say
it's as much of a thing for me as it is them, and that's not to say I don't think people should come up to me. I'm very welcoming for people to come up to me, say hi. I'm down.
Yeah.
The thing is, for me as an introvert, it's just going to be more difficult for me to handle that situation.
What I liken
but-
it to in my head is like, you know, when you're in class and you know what position you are in the queue for giving a speech in front of the class.
Yes.
And
Oh,
that
yeah.
that little spike right before your name is called. When I see
Yeah.
someone like whispering to their friends staring at me, it's like, oh, time. It's fucking that little spike of like, uh-oh. But it's obviously like it's way easier with time. And it's way less of a problem for me.
Yeah. I've had enough now where like I can tell there's a certain stare that people do. They'll
Yeah.
hold eye contact a little bit longer than usual. I'm like, oh, here we go.
Yeah.
It's
This is
begun.
one of them.
The
Yeah.
analyzing.
The double take.
Yeah.
The double take is funny because people will see me, take a glance at me, then turn back, and then they're like, and they're like, "That's Carson." There's been some like that have humored me, and then I'm like, "What's up, dude?" I try to make people feel comfortable when they come up to me.
Yeah.
But it can be difficult, just because I am an introvert. I don't know if it's like that for you guys when you guys have met fans.
Oh, I'm terrified.
Yeah, I mean, I fucking didn't ever have that happen for a really, really long time till like right now. Which, so I'm like still getting used to it, but I feel like since you're sort of on a common plane of like knowledge with online stuff, it's a lot easier to just like say shit and not have to explain it, like when you're talking to older people or people who don't watch YouTube or whatever. So
Right.
you can keep it pretty brief and stuff, and so that makes it easier, in my opinion. And like
Definitely.
9 times out of 10, they're really nice, so
Oh yeah.
it's great.
Oh yeah. No, I like I said, never had a bad fan interaction really.
Yeah.
Just some ones that are like, okay.
Yeah, I've had thousands of fan interactions. You know, I'm just such a big popular guy.
Did I tell you
And you
about
have lots of money and women.
I have so much money and so much women. They're all. I live in a 4-story house by myself with a 13-car garage. Each car is a different kind of exotic foreign car.
Each car is a different woman.
Each one is named after many of my ex-wives and ex-girlfriends. All right, I named them all after them to remember them, and I leave them in the garage forever.
Did I tell you about the Misfits party thing?
I don't know.
I was sitting in this like little gallery while the boys were up on stage doing whatever the hell, and people would come up to me and say hi like on the dance floor when everything was like super loud. It was very weird.
But like they knew who you were?
Yeah. Like
That's cool.
there's a picture of me that's in like those edits of like pictures spinning around that is just a selfie I took with someone at the party, and I'm like drunk off my ass in the photo, and it's just like oh, it's so funny that
That's
people
really funny.
think it's a good photo.
I would be so scared to be interacting with fans while drunk.
No, it
'Cause
makes
I-
it way better.
I'd be very scared to be drunk because I wouldn't know how I got there.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Yeah, if you don't like getting drunk, that's obviously the worst thing in the world. But like, just when it's in that situation, they're drunk too. It's same wavelength kind of thing. It's cool.
True.
I've only ever had one fan interaction, and it lasted a whole 2 seconds.
Oh yeah?
Yeah,
What
I was
happened?
walking to get an Uber to the Misfits Airbnb at TwitchCon, and someone said, "Oh my god, is that Alt-Drive?" I was like, "Hi," and they're like, "Can I take a photo?" I was like, "Okay," and then I snapped a photo and I walked away, and I was like,
Yeah, that's how
I am-
some of them are at cons.
I mean,
And
that's how
I
it
was
all
like-
goes.
I was like,
Yeah, that's how like
Holy
90% of them are.
I was like, holy shit, I'm the fucking man. And I went on my phone. I texted my friends. I was just like, I just got a selfie. I found a fan. Smiley, sunglass. I was like, I was so inflated. My ego was at the top. Of course, that was only one of 4 million. Of course.
Of course.
With my,
but that one was special.
That
right?
one was special. It stood out as a monument to
as the fastest one ever. Usually they stand there and just say
usually
how awesome I
they
am
follow
for hours
me
and hours.
the entire convention, silently following and discussing among each other.
And they just slide tackle me from behind.
Dude, at TwitchCon, there were moments that I felt so bad, but like I had to get places, and I kept getting like a person coming up, and I was like, we can take a picture, but I gotta keep walking, so let's do it while we're walking. Yeah. And then at one point, for some reason, Ted put like something over my head or something, or no, I don't know. We did something where Ted just pushed me. And we got past a bunch of people that were like, Carson, and I was like, sorry. I'm being pushed by a like large human, an ogre of sorts. So that was funny, but I felt bad for those people, especially if they didn't get to see me again.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think we're good on time for this episode, so we should probably wrap up. Anything you guys want to say or plug, go for it.
I deleted my audio.
Oh, nice. I'm going to plug. I'm going to plug my Twitch. I'm going to plug my Twitch. I'm going to plug my Twitch. Twitch.tv. Twitch. You go to twitch.tv and it's twitch.tv
let's wrap this up.
Josh. Twitch.tv /Josh. If you don't stop, I'm going to make
that. How do you spell that?
JAWSH. I forgot
cool.
I needed to do that because it's not how it's actually spelled. That's pretty crazy. Isn't that zany and wacky and random?
Ooh, a little wacky and random?
Oh, I love the wacky and random. You ever seen that guy? His name is Fa. You know that guy? It's pretty funny.
This is a phenomenal time to end.
He's talking
this
about
podcast.
a rage comic.
No,
he's talking about a rage comic.
It's over. They heard the
if
plug,
you sit
and
in
we're
a
leaving
chair
now.
and you pull up the chair, you will fly.
I'm going to stop my audio.